everybody, welcome to another edition of Guild Clash Strategy for Clash of Lords 2. Today I'm going to show you a couple hits I made on the SuperEvolution Stronghold, and I'm also going to show you a hit that one of my guildmates took that, and sorry to throw you under the bus, Hawk, but was really badly done, and I'm going to explain why it was badly done. So we'll start out here with my first attack, and I just want to talk a bit about my general strategy. I think I covered this last time, but I'll go into it again. My team consists of Wonton, Great Sage as my tanks, with Wizards as the backup, Wrath, Ambrosia, and Skull Mage. So what I do when I lead off is I like to drop Wonton and fire off his Divine immediately. The idea being that I want to pull every hero on the enemy's team over to the left side of the map. Once I have that done, I'll drop Great Sage right behind Wonton. He provides a little bit more damage over there, so I can hopefully kill a couple heroes. And generally speaking, I try to drop Wonton farthest away from the two heroes that I'm most concerned with locking up and having them not be able to use their skill. Once that's done, as I said, I drop all my wizards on the other side. And one of the things that's important to note is when you're fighting an enemy that has a Wonton, Wonton's Divine will wipe the map, wipe your mercenaries off the map if he throws it. So what I try to do here, you'll see his Wonton's in the middle of the base. As he starts to get closer to me, once he's within range of my Wonton, I want to then use my skill so I can knock him back. And what that does is it buys me about 3 or 4 seconds where I have time for my wizards to all get out onto the map, and then for me to hit the Skull Mage Divine and make them immune. From that point, once the enemy Wonton fires his Divine, it's not going to kill my mercs. I also know that because Ambrosia has the highest attack on my team, the Divine is always going to hit Ambrosia first, and it's always going to silence her. So what I like to do is I'll watch the map, and as soon as I see right there the green ball of goo start flying, the little yin-yang symbol, I then hit Ambrosia's skill and I hit her Divine. And what will happen is Wonton's Divine will hit her, but her skill and her Divine will still fire off. She'll take no damage, and then she'll actually be doing something useful during the time that she's silenced. So that's my general strategy. Drop your wins with your wizards, try to do as much damage as possible. One has a really tough base, so that didn't go all that well for me, as you can see. But I did better than most people in my guild, so that was pretty good. Looks like we've got one hit left here to show you. Same strategy again. The idea being that I just want to lay down as much damage as I can as quickly as possible. The other strategy you can use in Guild Clash is to try and kill all the enemy heroes and then use whatever you have left to attack the base. Generally speaking, that works for the weaker players, but once you get up to this level of gameplay, if I faced my heroes straight up against one's heroes, I probably would have lost with the buffs that he gets from being Stronghold, and his defenses having high level buffs as well. So that's definitely not in my best interest for this type of opponent. So what I'm doing here would be called a bombing run, where I'm just trying to lay down as much damage as possible, get his Stronghold percentage down, and then my other guild members can come in and hopefully finish the job for me. So a few more seconds of this, and then we'll go into Hawk's attack on the same player, and you're going to see that he uses a similar strategy to me, but there's a few key differences. Primarily, he'll drop his Wonton on the left-hand side, but he starts dropping other heroes before using Wonton's Divine. When you do that, that means that all the enemy heroes aren't targeting Wonton, so they'll each go and attack your heroes, and generally speaking, spank you pretty quick. So that was the biggest mistake that I saw made here. See how he's dropped all his heroes already, he's not yet fired a Divine, and all the enemy heroes are going to his individual heroes instead of actually doing what you want them to do, which is spend time walking across the map. That buys you 3 or 4 seconds of time where you can then get some damage in before his heroes start killing yours. So that's it for today. Pretty quick and dirty, but that's just the way it is. Don't have a lot of time this week, but next week I want everybody to tune in. I'm going to spend a little bit longer next week. I'm going to show you some hits live as I do them, and I'm also going to talk about how IGG determines Guild Clash matchups. I know a fair bit that I've been told directly by IGG, and then I've got some other conjecture that I've come up with on my own, and I will share that with you next week. So please make sure to like and subscribe, and come back for more great Clash of Lords content next week. Thank you very much.